of course, playing Control. And we are going to be finishing our time with the game this evening. I have purchased both DLCs, Foundation and AWE, which is the second one, is the tie-in to the Alan Wake series. And partially, part of the reason I'm doing this entire game in the first place, I was very curious to know what the Control time was going to be like, with some remote knowledge that it does it the other way around in Alan Wake 2. And that's something to touch upon when we get there. But I have enjoyed my time with this game. It's been fun. It's not an easy game, I don't think. But I do think it plays pretty solidly. The story is... it's Control. It's not the easiest to grasp at times. But I think it's still been a good spin. I don't know how long we're going to be going tonight. I don't know. But we are going to be playing to a finish. Unless it takes like 15 hours, in which case I might not be playing to a finish tonight. But other than that, I will assume that's going to be the case. Alright, let me get this down here, and then we'll get ourselves booted up. There are a couple of things that I have done. Let me boot up the game first here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, since the last time I've played this game, I have done a couple of odds and sods. I actually went back to the little jukebox side mission stuff. And actually went and did a little bit of work. I went and just beat the side mission. Just kind of curious to see what would happen playing through in the hard difficulties. It's basically the exact same structure. It's just a case that, you know, there's a lot more stuff going on. There's a lot more modifiers, that sort of thing. But it's not actually that bad. It leaves us, as this is our end result, I've also been busy upgrading weapons. Everything is tier 3 apart from Pierce, which is at 2, and Shadow, which is at 1. We've got ourselves some pretty spiffy looking mods though, however. There are a couple of these tier 6 ones, Infinites, which I've acquired courtesy of our time going through the side mission. We've got a couple. We've got the Charge here for arrow covering weapon hits. So basically the Charge is just a complete fire away and just absolutely bomb things to hell. I also picked up this as well. So every time we evade, we recover 20% ammo on the spot. It's pretty nice. I do think Grip is still probably my most preferred weapon in the game. Charge is decent, and Pierce is pretty decent as well. We do have a third mod for it, which I have yet to put on, which is kind of my bad. So we'll go ahead and whack that on there as well. But Charge is just a really good, just general bomb them all to hell weapon. It's pretty sweet. There was a couple of collectibles that I missed as well. There was an episode of the Threshold Kids we completely missed. I'll show it off a little bit later on. But as meant, we are here to do the DLCs. So, there are 2 of them. We have got the Foundation DLC, which requires us to head back to the Hotline Chamber. And we have the AWE, which will involve us to deal with the Sector Elevator. We will, of course, be leaving this till the last. We're going to be doing Foundation first. Other than that, though, like, I haven't really got too much else to be doing. Here's a look at our abilities. I've got hold of a few extra ones. A few of these are just maxed out now. Launch damage, stuff like that hits really hard. Our shields are pretty good. Also got plenty of levitate duration. Our ground stamp also hits pretty hard as well. But we've not fully maxed this out yet, and that's totally fine. I have done all of Artie's tasks that was available to me off screen. I suspect I'm not done with them, but I've done everything that I can say, so I've already done all of that. So, we need to make our way over to the Hotline Chamber, which we'll go ahead and do. But yeah, definitely, like, I've had some time, obviously, to think a bit about, like, the world we've occupied, and obviously the story and such.
It's finding the armory?
None. Looks like it got shifted. We have rangers checking each sector.
Fuck, whose side is the house on? Alright, we'll keep teams looking. And post a watch on the old location just in case it shifts back. I need that fucking ammo.
I mean, it's a pretty crazy world that we do occupy. You think about everything, you know. I do feel kind of bad for Trench as well in the midst of all of it. Like, I mean, he got involved in doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. But damn, man. Is this the quickest way for us to go? No, it's not. We want to go via the office.
Director Faden did a fine job handling this, especially considering how...
Yeah, you know, pretty damn awesome. Okay. Fruit here. But yeah, it's just like, with as well, if you add to some of the things that we witnessed as well, was pretty well. I went back, actually, and just listened to the whole Trench talking when we were in, like, the Hiss world. It's almost kind of eerie listening to him, like, detailing, like, how the Hiss changed him and stuff. It's kind of creepy. So, the board. We don't yet quite know exactly what they are. Truth be told, I don't quite exactly know if they're on my side. I mean, they installed us as director, that's why we got the service weapon. They have the sole power to choose it. In fact, looking back through some information, it turned out that, I believe Northmore was the very first person to be installed by the board as director. All the others were, like, by the government, so... see how that went for them. There's a crisis in Foundation. We need to your attention. The oldest tell me something new. We've opened the door in maintenance. But there are a lot of questions in regards...
Foundation.
In regards
that was
to...
Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, I mean, ultimately, it's all kind of weird with all that the NC stuff. Like, they're all kind of, like, having their own personal war, I guess, in a way. I mean, you even think back to, like, Polaris and Hedron. Like, Polaris didn't ask Jesse back to the building to find Dylan. It's summoned her back here to fight the Hiss. Which is, you know, just the reality of it. But what are you gonna do? Okay. So we need to go down to Janitor's office. Looks of it. Let's go ahead and do so. Don't mind me.
Back, Director.
I just smashed the ground. It'll be fine. Alright then. Down there. Okay. Oh, let's go have a look. I don't know what to expect of these DLCs. I reckon they'll be alright. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, they didn't win anything, did they, last night, thinking about it?
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
Doesn't it just? By the way, interesting thing you can do when you beat the main game is you can actually just explore around several areas of the map. Like Jesse will remark on various bits and pieces, like you go back to Hedron's chamber, you know, you go to various areas like that. She actually has little things to say here and there, which is kind of neat, and I appreciate that. So, when we first came down here, I did happen to notice...
So that etching is the door.
this.
Okay. Let's try opening it.
This should be interesting. And of course, now we are effectively the new Hedron. I'm just going to activate it just to get out of the way. We are not going to be doing any of that today. But yeah, Hedron died, and, you know, Jesse is effectively the new Hedron. It's neat.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
I mean, you say that, Jesse. The hell is this place? I was about to say I'm surprised there's apparently some sort of cave system underneath the oldest house, but then thinking about it, yeah, I mean, basically now that is the case. You know, Polaris is, we are the you know, we're at least the embodiment of Hedron now, because Hedron died, so we basically are it. Research site Gamma, eh?
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
What is this? Like sand or what? That didn't sound good.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Isn't that the truth? The hell of a place!
Scrawled walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Well, that at least dates what we're delving into. Okay. Interesting. Is this working? Hold on, I need to check something here. I'm not convinced this is working. I think it's working. Oh, it's working. Okay, just want to make sure everything was fine. So yeah, Northmore was is 2 directors ago. It's been a little while since then. I think Trench had been director of the FBC for quite a while. Huh. Well, that's rude. So this stuff's been here for quite a while.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house.
Marshall?
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline?
Yeah.
Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
There are questions here.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the Hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
So we were aware of Marshall sometimes just seemingly disappearing from sight. Guess we now know where she was going, though how she got here is another question. What in the hell are these things? Oh, I see.
This found its way down here too, huh?
Yep. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, we do actually have a map. We do actually have a map system down here. Okay, that's good to know. Well, let's go exploring, kids. Jesus. Ain't making it down there. Over there. Not like that. So I assume, well, this must be part of the oldest house. It's just, again, there's a lot of questions to be asked around here. And probably none of them are good. Oh boy. Surprise! You! Why we're here, but maybe we'll find out. There's a variety of things. I should probably grab some of these, actually. Give me that. I guess give me that. Am I ever killing things with that? Probably not. Let me get rid of this. See if we can find anything interesting. Foundation target. Hiss distorted. Ooh, just a level 6 mod. Yes, please. You know what? See if we can find any more. You can cycle through these. I'm not going to spend all day doing this. Surge mode? What the hell is that? Sure, I guess I'll put that on. That doesn't work either. Okay. That's a lot. Nice and safe. But yeah, you know, as I've mentioned before, like, honestly, I don't particularly trust the board. I don't feel I've got much of a reason
Those paintings look old.
to trust the board.
Old.
I guess we'll see. Some of Scully's finest work. Man, she'd be all over this stuff. She'd love it down here. It is compiled by Dr. Theodore Ashe of the Order of Northmore. At first I thought the cave paintings of the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. It seems I was wrong to assume they were ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible. That I've been down here longer than the paint... what? The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. We conclude that the ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. The information, I don't know what to think. The place has a habit of skewing my results. Perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? There's the damn triangle. There's a lot of questions to be asked, everyone. Ah, what in the... hello? Oi! Whoa! You guys got sledgehammers! Christ! Shock and awe, baby! Ow. You put that down! Jesus! Sharpened, eh? Can't say I'm a fan of them. His sharpened agents displayed the paratarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique with the fact that it's not a note associated with any known objects of power. We should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation could potentially be a variant of the jukebox effects. Our explanations include time manipulation, increase in speed, or inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. We do accept that his sharpened ability is not connected to a known object of power, the history of manifesting abilities, or the objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Whatever the answer is, it's pretty bad. Those things look pretty dangerous. Sharpened, eh? Okay. Call myself concerned. You gotta say though, for an emergency, like, they couldn't have made it a bit more easy to have a chat with, you know? You must come down here immediately, but we're not gonna talk with you yet. For apparent reasons. Cheers, board. Geezers. Okay, I guess. You got it, boss. It's a strange old place, isn't it? Can't profess to knowing exactly which way I'm meant to be going. We're just kind of exploring. No, that's just called crippling debt. There's a significant difference. It's none of those. I'm never gonna get up there though. Like I just don't levitate high enough. And I don't trust trying to go off the side there. There must be something else going on here. We'll see. There's a lot of areas outside of our reach, so. I can't like block these or anything, can I? No. It was worth a try. You know. Foundation accident. I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fella we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the wall and a strange black pillar in the center. It looks like one at the crossroads, but smaller. With the Bureau shadowing him, whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The doc's taking a look, and it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. Careful limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. We'd better off forming a special division trained at repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. So yeah, there's loads of these areas that we can't access. We also got loads of the new materials that we're finding, which is neat. Ah, my eyes! Wait a minute.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Yeah! Yeah, this is... What the hell is this stuff doing here? This can't be good. This can't be good. Oh boy. Help! Oh, wait a second. The Hiss are fighting the constructs. I guess it makes sense. Oh, that damn thing's busy fighting the Hiss. Can I get up there? That's way too high. Hey! That's a big rock. There we go. Ah! Interesting. Well worth noting. The astral copies. We've kind of seen these sort of before. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the copies. They're composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether they possess individual consciousness or directed by high intelligence such as the board remains unknown. Previous encounters with these entities when binding objects of powers in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets of potential totalitarians of practice. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It's important to note they appear immune to Hiss corruption. This is very important. But yes, there are many questions.
With me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
I know. Emily would be like just having such a ball around here.
Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
I was about to say. Okay, I'm just gonna... What is going on here? Alright, give me 2 seconds. I don't know why this keeps cutting in and out. Give me a minute here. Doesn't seem to happen. I don't know what's going on. I think it's some instability with Streamlabs, is my assumption, because there is another issue which I'm aware of, so I think it's just a Streamlabs thing. Anyways, I don't know where exactly it cut off, so we are, let me get back into the game here. So, we are here. wherever the hell here is, at the, apparently called the Crossroads. It's an enormous place. We apparently saw Marshall and then, well, it seemed impossible because she was talking to us through there's a lot of questions right now. He is indeed, and he is happy. So, yeah. I don't know, just the internet being a little weird. I don't know what's going on. It's, hell of a place. We'll get to that in a second. There's a load of files here. Let's have a little read. Ley lines. For all my research in the oldest house ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence, isn't that the truth? So what's the relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? As a magnet? I don't know. Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness the energy. Northam was bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. But this is his ways of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Damn. The pillar. The pillar found at the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either at the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within it. Yes, I know. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. It started here? Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then, why does the pillar look so different from the rest of the place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Some interesting choices of words. Putting it mildly. It's a fair. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that right now, board. You give me a moment. Yeah, they're like, well, you've paid extra money for this DLC. We're just gonna throw the shackles off here.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep.
That's good.
Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar.
You think?
Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
So, this is referring to how, Northmore was made the first director of the FBC that was chosen by the board. The others weren't. and it's clear what they found. It's clear what they found. Northmore, I assume, then, was also a para-utilitarian, which I think is fairly clear given the, if you think back to the frickin' the heating power energy thing. Yeah. There's a lot of bad things. Oh, really? Oops. Yeah, these drawings are kind of unsettling. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Too busy showing off that swanky new armor that they have, you know? And hey, it's swanky. Well, nothing else for us to do around here except explore the nail. A single new tool, eh?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's going on here? Choose a challenge. Okay. Okay, so we can have the power to manipulate these crystal things, I guess. Or the power to deal with these crystals, I guess, and like disable them. It seems kind of weird that I'd be forced to choose, though. I guess I'd rather take this. It seems... The right will grant fracture. The left will grant manipulate. I don't know which one's better. Probably this one? I don't know. Give me both! Damn it. I assume eventually I'm gonna get hold of both, right? I mean, who knows this one? To weed whack. We should feel honored, everyone. That's great. So they do. I don't know, it just seems a little strange to me, you know? Oi! Did I say you could do that? I don't think I did. Clock slash Clee slash MacGuffins. bonus round. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think the board basically thinks we're in, like, effectively servitude for them. Huh. Goodbye now. Guess that works. Oh, jeez. Oi! These gold things, reminder, are indestructible. We can't actually destroy them. Unless they do that. Well, it's kind of cool, I guess. It just seems strange that we'd have to pick. I don't know. Maybe this is like a test on them or something. God only knows. I want to do the other course! Boo! Never mind. Is that so? Ah, well. I already paid 11 quid for the DLC, so what are you gonna do?
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail.
Yeah.
It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
I enjoyed the monologues. Alright, so that is our mission. Should we choose to accept it, of which we have no choice, seemingly. Because, you know how it goes. Okay, then. So we need to just start exploring, I guess. I have a feeling that we will gain both abilities. I just have a feeling that we basically are going to be forced to choose. We're basically choosing which to go. Because, like, here, for example, it's clear we would need the other ability to get across here. And we don't possess it. So I imagine we will get both. We could, but then I suspect the board would probably decide that it wants a new director. You saw what happened the last time they decided to make that choice, you know? I'm just saying. Maybe, maybe we don't want to do that. Well, let's get exploring, I guess.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
She's like, I got this shit. You know? She probably does.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
We shall see. Just realised I haven't actually updated this count. It's meant to be. Oh shit, I forgot to check net what the original count was. I think it's... Oops, that's not gone well. I think that's what it's at now? Yeah, that's about right. There we go. That's about right. Cool! But yeah, it was meant to have been added on to bits and pieces, and I had forgotten to do so. Okay, then. What the hell is this crystal stuff then anyways? It's kind of weird. Okay.
I'm in the astral plane. Oh, this bleed is just getting worse and worse.
God damn it. What is this? Huh. I see. Okay. Well, thank you, game, for not making me have to go all the way back round here to grab this. I appreciate that. Oh, that definitely is the board. Jesus. This is... It's kind of a mess.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Doesn't it just? Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves with every animal. Were-dogs, were-cats, were-otters, were-butterflies, were-everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Cheers, John. Do you think? Huh. Great. We're inside a puzzle simulator now. Awesome. I'm about to say, is there another power cube? There is. Yeah, now we're starting to get some fun mods, that's for sure. I mean, maybe? I don't know how this stuff works.
Hiss in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
Nope. Help. Hey! Look at this! There's a war going on between these dudes. Get that sharpened! Hey! You scumbag. But it's fair to say stuff's kinda going to hell here. In a hurry. Ow. So, I didn't exactly make a proper assertion of what I think's going on. It's kind of one of those let it play out situations a little bit, you know? I mean, admittedly, like, the main event of this stream, of course, is going to be the, damn it. Is going to be the other DLC, but we'll get there when we do. The what? The Maneki Neko statue. A ceramic beckoning cat figuring common look object found in Japanese storefronts. For his list of items observed alters effects, non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and mirroring physical movement by waving its arm. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, the agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, they had all vanished. The items have been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform certain tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Oh boy. Sounds wonderful. That's there. Anything over here, by the way? I don't know how much stuff would be hiding in the astral plane, but who knows, really? It turns out, like, with the jukebox stuff, there are actually bits and pieces hiding around. Like, there's files and things that you can find that are kind of, like, hidden away a little bit. So that's kind of neat. You just... what? Thank you. Just because we saw something about a Neko cat does not give you permission to do that. Wait, what? How the hell is there a control point down here? Unless this isn't a control point. Hooray.
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
Goddamn FBC. This thing's existence in here is We don't know. Putting it mildly. Hell is this? A freaking choose your own adventure? Apparently. Oh boy. Well, I'm content to just let them, you know, beat the hell out of each other. None of my business. Hey! I didn't say you could do... Ow! You go, you son of a bitch. That's it. Get him, constructs. I saw that. Put it down. Rude. Uh-oh. I'm sure you have. It's a weird place. Oh. Goodbye now. What? What? I have to go now. My planet needs me. Unbelievable. That was covering the initial power to this. That was covering the PowerPoint of that. Okay. I feel like we need to get to that. I'm not actually sure how we would... Can I get up here? No. Cute. It's like a dice tower. Very cute. You know anything about what's going down here, boss? Oh dear. That didn't work. That did. Rude. Apologize. Okay, so I can actually take control of these if needed. That's good to know. Didn't know if I could actually control them or not. Apparently we can. This is such a weird place. Hey! Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward.